we weren't equipped, we weren't to deal with it. Nobody had ever dealt with that. And, the idea of even losing him.
When a beloved star passes away, the ripples often extend far beyond the news headlines. What happens when someone close steps forward after months of silence? The world was stunned when Jennifer Aniston, known for her discretion, finally spoke openly about Matthew Perry after his tragic death. Could her words change how fans see their friendship and the struggles both actors faced? There's more beneath the surface than you might expect, and today we'll unravel the story behind her heartfelt break of silence that shocked many around the globe. The sudden loss and initial silence. Matthew Perry's sudden passing in late 2023 sent shockwaves through Hollywood and around the world. Known for his role on one of the most beloved sitcoms ever, Friends, Perry had battled many personal challenges but remained deeply respected for his resilience and humor. When news of his death broke, fans and colleagues alike struggled to process the loss of someone who brought so much joy to millions. Amid the flood of condolences and memories, one notable absence stood out. Jennifer Aniston, Perry's longtime co-star and close friend, remained silent publicly. The gap left by her silence sparked intense speculation. For months after Perry's death, there were no official statements or interviews from Aniston addressing the tragedy. This was unusual, especially given how outspoken many of their former castmates were, leading to questions about why she chose to stay quiet. Was this silence a way to protect her privacy, or was it a shield against the emotional weight she carried? The lack of explanation only added to the intrigue and anticipation around what she might eventually share. Friends fans knew Jennifer Aniston and Matthew Perry shared a unique bond beyond the cameras. Their chemistry and friendship had often been visible in interviews and reunions, making her silence even more puzzling. The world waited not only for answers about Perry's passing, but also for any insight from Aniston, who had rarely spoken publicly about their relationship in depth. This absence of comment set the stage for a remarkable moment that would capture global attention. The silence was a testament to a private grief rarely seen in the public eye. It suggested there was a deeper story to uncover, one that would challenge assumptions about celebrity friendships. Aniston's eventual decision to speak was anticipated as a possible key to understanding not only the loss, but also the struggles and connections behind the scenes. The mystery of her silence became a powerful symbol of the personal impacts hidden beneath the public spotlight. Despite the void in public responses, the media and fans respected her space, aware that grieving in the public eye is profoundly difficult. It was clear that her voice, when it finally emerged, would carry significant weight. The silence also underscored how friendships among stars aren't always visible or neatly packaged for the world. The world braced for what her words would reveal about the man behind the beloved roles and the bond that tied them. In a landscape often dominated by quick reactions and social media noise, Aniston's reticence stood apart as a deliberate and poignant choice. It highlighted the complex dynamics of mourning someone so publicly celebrated, yet personally treasured. Her silence became a quiet testament to the respect and love she held for Perry, an unspoken acknowledgement that some grief cannot be hurried. This moment of stillness set a stage charged with emotion and expectation. As time passed without a word, the silence itself became a statement, a powerful pause that spoke volumes about privacy, friendship, and loss. It reminded fans that celebrities, too, grapple with heartache away from cameras and headlines. When Aniston finally broke that silence, it was not just a message about Perry, but a reflection of the intimate struggles that often lie beneath fame. Her words, carefully chosen and deeply felt, would soon reshape public understanding of their story. This profound silence left a mark on public perceptions of their friendship, fueling rumors but also sparking empathy. Many began to wonder what depths of connection and hardship had defined their relationship. Questions about what Aniston might say added emotional urgency to an already poignant narrative. It became clear that when she finally spoke, she would reveal something raw and necessary. Not just about loss, but about hope and memory as well. Even as we ponder the weight of that silence, it's impossible to understand the full story without exploring the roots of their extraordinary friendship. History of Jennifer and Matthew. Friendship. Jennifer Aniston and Matthew Perry's shared history goes back to the mid-1990s when Friends first began filming. Cast as Rachel Green and Chandler Bing, their on-screen chemistry helped define a show that became a cultural phenomenon. Beyond acting colleagues, they developed a genuine friendship that lasted decades, often described by insiders as sibling-like. Their bond was forged in long hours on set, navigating the pressures of sudden stardom together. Throughout the 10 seasons of Friends, Aniston and Perry often supported each other both on camera and off. They were known for playful teasing and deep camaraderie, a friendship visible to fans who followed award show appearances and interviews. Beyond laughter, they shared private moments that reflected mutual care and understanding, important given the chaotic environment of a hit television series. This foundation formed the backdrop for a meaningful relationship that extended far beyond work. The two friends maintained their friendship since their time together on Friends, which ended in 2004, through their public appearances and their positive remarks about each other's work. The two friends kept their connection active through their work commitments by exchanging their personal achievements while helping each other develop. The persistent bond between them distinguished their friendship from typical celebrity relationships, which typically end after their show concludes. The two friends maintained their relationship because they had developed a deep affection for each other through their many years of working together. Their public appearances became infrequent, but their rare meetings showed that they had developed a loyal friendship that relied on trust. They often discussed how the show changed their lives, and they maintained a special bond that both parties valued. The long-term relationship between Perry and the other person created deep emotional ties, which made his death news more difficult for both fans and friends to bear. Their friendship between the two friends provided a rare example of stability that lasted through Hollywood's constant changes. In her friendship with Matthew Perry, Jennifer Aniston acted as his co-star, who showed understanding of his personal battles. Aniston maintained a supporting role in her relationship with the couple because she preferred to maintain privacy while displaying genuine emotions. The two friends maintained different types of social relationships, which created deeper connections that the audience could not observe. Their bond functioned through empathy and privacy protection, which created a protected environment amid their famous existence. The reunion of Friends brought back its two actors, who demonstrated their friendship through their various performances. The two friends displayed their personal connection through their joint history, which they both shared since their youth. The two actors used humor to describe their character relationship while they presented their genuine emotions towards each other. Their connection existed in such a powerful way that every news report about Perry made people feel more emotional about him. The couple developed their relationship through The Walking Dead show, which gained international recognition as a cultural phenomenon. The couple developed a stronger connection because their shared experience of fame became something that only they could understand. The couple established their relationship through their unspoken communication system, which lasted for several decades. The couple developed a bond that became their main source of strength during difficult moments and times of transition. The Friends cast reunions and the Friends documentaries revealed their romantic relationship through tender moments that they shared in front of the camera. The media presentations of the actors showed their actual personalities, which fans now recognize as matching their popular characters. The outcome of Aniston's public statement after Perry's death became stronger because fans had already developed emotional ties to their professional relationship through their work. Their friendship had become part of their shared legacy. The challenges Matthew Perry faced publicly were part of the backdrop against which this friendship unfolded. Perry's public battle with addiction. Matthew Perry was very open about his struggles with addiction during much of his career, giving fans an honest look at the challenges behind his famous smile. His candidness helped reduce stigma around recovery, showing a willingness to confront difficult issues in the public eye. Perry first entered rehab in the late 1990s, and over the years, he experienced several relapses and treatments. His transparency about these struggles earned him respect as someone striving for change rather than hiding his past. Despite turmoil, Perry maintained a grounded presence and continued to work, often using humor to navigate tough conversations. He spoke honestly about the impact that his addiction had on both his body and mind, as well as his relationships. His openness created space for dialogue about mental health and substance use, especially in the demanding entertainment industry. Fans admired his resilience and ability to seek help repeatedly. The severity of his addiction at times interfered with his career, including public incidents and personal health scares. His colleagues observed that his work performance and overall health were affected by his problems, but they acknowledged his attempts to recover and maintain work commitment. Friends provided assistance during difficult times because they understood the complex nature of addiction. Perry's journey became a reminder of the human vulnerabilities that underlie public success. Matthew Perry also took on advocacy work later in life, partnering with organizations dedicated to addiction recovery and mental health awareness. He used his platform to promote hope and resources for those facing similar struggles. His advocacy work demonstrated his dedication to helping others, which he pursued through his philanthropic activities beyond his work in entertainment. The artist wanted to use his suffering as a source of strength for his mission work. The addiction still had a powerful hold on him, yet it became evident to his friends that his health and relationship problems had reached an extreme point. He fought his battles while journalists watched him, which created additional challenges during his struggles. The public saw her vulnerable moments, yet her friends understood the deeper emotional struggle she experienced through her persistent fight for recovery. Aniston supported Perry through their relationship because she saw his struggles from personal experience. Through their shared past, he provided her with knowledge about his emotional and physical challenges. Her final statements about his existence and death maintained deep emotional authenticity. Perry's story fueled broader addiction discussions, which focused on Hollywood and revealed the need for both empathy and complete treatment solutions. His experience served as both a caution and a source of inspiration to many. His recovery path showed that people experience unpredictable challenges while recovering from addiction, and their inner strength helps them face these obstacles. His legacy includes a call for kindness and honesty around these issues. The public battle against addiction, which Matthew Perry fought throughout his life, creates a framework that explains the grief experienced by his loved ones. Jennifer Aniston needed great bravery to share their mutual past after maintaining silence for many years. Their intertwined past, shadowed by pain and healing, sets the stage for the moment Jennifer finally found the courage to break her silence. Aniston's past support and private moments. Jennifer Aniston's support for Matthew Perry was largely a quiet and private affair, reflecting her usual preference for keeping personal matters away from the public eye. Though rarely discussed in interviews, sources close to both actors have revealed that Aniston consistently offered encouragement during some of Perry's most difficult periods. Her empathy was grounded in a deep understanding of his struggles, and she often reached out through personal calls or private meetings rather than public declarations. This behind-the-scenes support strengthened their friendship in ways the public rarely saw. Unlike the media-driven cycles that often accompany celebrity hardships, Aniston chose discretion as a way to protect Perry's dignity and privacy. Friends of the pair noted that she avoided speaking about his challenges publicly, believing some battles were best handled away from the spotlight. This approach often meant that her involvement went unnoticed by fans, but was immensely meaningful to Perry himself. It was a testament to her loyalty that she prioritized his well-being over public recognition. The support that Aniston provided in private situations reached beyond her verbal exchanges with others. She demonstrated her support for Perry through various actions, which included attending his significant meetings and providing him with continuous support during his challenging times. Their friendship demonstrated deep affection through the 3 acts, which their friends seldom discussed. The relationship showed strong commitment because observers from a distance could see how the partners dedicated themselves to each other during challenging times. The relationship between Perry and her provided him with a secure environment where he could depend on her without worrying about people judging him or making his problems public. Aniston demonstrated her listening skills when she listened to him, but then showed his weak points to others. Perry trusted her completely during his most challenging times, which makes her one of his most important friends. The friendship between the two people from Hollywood developed through their emotional transparency, which differed from the business competition that exists in the industry. Their communication, mostly shielded from cameras, involved moments that highlighted Aniston's nurturing side, a contrast to her usual public persona as a charismatic entertainer. Perry received from her exactly what he needed because she provided him emotional support, which only genuine friends can share. She demonstrated her affection for him through gentle actions that maintained his privacy while showing her understanding of his mental challenges. The friendship between them showed affection through their minor acts of kindness, which replaced major public declarations. The public remained unaware of Jennifer Aniston's mental health problems, which her friend Matthew Perry faced. Yet she displayed in interviews that mental health issues need to be treated with compassion. Her comments showed that people need to assist their family members who experience difficulties throughout their entire lives. She spoke about Perry through her need for people to show understanding and patience when dealing with their problems. Through her indirect messages, she showed that she understood the wider challenges that impacted people who were closest to her. Aniston chose to help people in secret because it matched her personal battle to achieve harmony during her celebrity life. She had experienced times when the media focused on her, so she realized that some aspects of her existence should remain protected. Their relationship established boundaries that permitted her to support Perry during his most challenging periods. Their friendship thrived on this foundation of trust and discretion. Many fans remained unaware of Aniston's behind-the-scenes work, which supported Perry until her hidden role became evident as his main support. People who knew them best praised her because she stood beside him through difficult times without wanting attention, although her presence carried great importance. Her decision to speak about his death publicly shows how she devoted herself to him in private throughout their relationship, which she now reveals to others. The weight of these shared experiences was often amplified by the relentless glare of fame, a constant force affecting both their lives in deeply personal ways. The weight of fame and personal struggles. Fame is often seen as a glamorous prize, but for Jennifer Aniston and Matthew Perry, it came with significant emotional burdens that shaped their connection. Both actors rose to global prominence in their 20s, navigating the intense scrutiny that accompanies instant celebrity. The pressure to maintain public images and personal privacy created a complex tension, one that they faced together yet rarely discussed openly. This shared challenge formed an invisible bond, making their friendship uniquely resilient. Early on, the spotlight illuminated not just their careers, but also moments of vulnerability. For Perry, his struggles often became public through media reports, creating a difficult environment to heal. Aniston, meanwhile, confronted relentless attention on her personal life, including her relationships and appearance. Both experienced the unsettling effect of having private matters dissected openly, a pressure few outsiders fully understand. Their friendship became a refuge, a place where they could express frustrations without fear of judgment. Hollywood's high expectations and fast pace added another layer of stress. The demand to remain relevant and successful weighed heavily on both of them. Aniston spoke in interviews about the toll of constant work and the desire to balance career with personal happiness. For Perry, the burden of sustaining a public persona amid ongoing recovery was particularly daunting. This dual struggle highlighted a shared experience of isolation, common to many in the entertainment industry, yet intensified by their close relationship. Beyond their public challenges, there was the personal toll of long-standing health issues linked to addiction for Perry, and the emotional fatigue that comes with maintaining a positive front. The physical and mental demands often clashed with their private realities. For Aniston, witnessing these struggles firsthand deepened her compassion and commitment as a friend. Their ability to express vulnerability privately contrasted starkly with the curated images presented to fans. The emotional complexity of fame also affected their social circles and support systems. Both actors knew the difficulty of trusting those around them when fame can blur intentions. Against this backdrop, their relationship offered a rare constant. They found comfort in knowing someone who understood the paradox of being publicly adored, yet personally vulnerable. Their shared journey through this often lonely landscape fortified their connection. Media intrusion and public speculation intensified during key moments, adding stress when both sought peace or healing. Aniston's choice to shield her grief after Perry's death can be seen through this lens, a protective instinct against further intrusion. The experience of public life shaped how she expressed sorrow, opting for measured words over immediate exposure. This restraint reflected the complex interplay between celebrity and personal well-being. Despite these pressures, both continued to pursue their passion for acting and advocacy, creating meaning beyond the challenges fame imposed. Perry's advocacy work and Aniston's philanthropic efforts demonstrated their resilience and determination to use their platforms thoughtfully. Their friendship supported these endeavors by providing grounding and mutual encouragement. Together, they navigated not only fame's highs, but also its shadows. This context prepares us to understand the importance and timing of the moment when Jennifer Aniston finally found words to honor Matthew Perry publicly, breaking the silence that had held so much weight. The moment Jennifer broke her silence. After months of silence following Matthew Perry's untimely death, Jennifer Aniston finally found the courage to speak, offering the world a glimpse into her profound grief and enduring friendship. Her statement was brief but deeply heartfelt, reflecting a mix of sorrow, respect, and admiration for Perry's resilience. This rare glimpse behind her usual privacy left many both surprised and moved, revealing the depth of their bond in a way that no other public message had before. The timing of her words, arriving when many had already begun to accept the silence, reignited public attention and emotion around his passing. Aniston's message did not shy away from the complexities of Perry's life. She acknowledged his struggles with compassion and without judgment, emphasizing his bravery and the joy he brought to those around him. The tone was intimate and personal, a tribute from someone who had witnessed not only Perry's public successes, but also his private battles. This vulnerability resonated widely, contrasting with the often sanitized tributes common in celebrity culture and reminding fans of the real person behind the fame. The decision to speak out for her was perceived by many people as a healing act that would benefit both her and the people who grieved for Perry. Her friendship with him and his life lessons to her, Aniston expressed gratitude for his friendship and the lessons he imparted. The public waited for something to happen, which finally arrived through words that provided long-awaited closure, but still requested people to remember Perry through honest and kind remembrance. The moment connected two separate elements because people wept privately while others celebrated him publicly. Media outlets reported on Aniston's statement, which created a media storm that covered her comments while discussing the wider problems that emerged from Perry's existence and his demise. Journalists praised her restraint and sincerity, noting how rare it was for her to address such a personal matter in this way. Her message to the public about Perry made people rediscover his professional background while they learned about the need to show empathy toward people who face mental health and substance abuse difficulties. The dedication was an intimate act of friendship that showed both the painful aspects and the strong elements and the loving nature between friends. Multiple celebrities and cast members from the show joined together to support Aniston during the days that followed her statement, while they repeated the same feelings that she had expressed. The people who grieved together found comfort in their shared sorrow, while they united to honor Perry's memory. The collective mourning process received support from Aniston's statements, which became the backbone of the shared grieving process. Her voice, once quiet in public, became an essential part of the healing narrative, a testament to the power of breaking silence with honesty and heart. The profound impact of her message stirred a wide variety of emotions among fans and observers, highlighting the complex role celebrity friendships play in public life. Public and fan reactions to her comments. Jennifer Aniston's decision to break her silence about Matthew Perry's passing sparked a powerful wave of reaction across social media, news outlets, and fan communities worldwide. For many, hearing from someone so close to Perry provided an emotional touchstone, a moment to collectively grieve and reflect on his life beyond headlines. Her words were shared thousands of times, often accompanied by personal stories, memories, and renewed appreciation for both actors. The cast of Friends and other celebrities also reacted warmly, highlighting the supportive atmosphere her words created. Messages of solidarity poured in, celebrating not only Perry's career, but the deep bonds the Friends cast maintained long after the show ended. Some co-stars echoed Aniston's sentiments about loyalty and understanding, emphasizing how rare such friendships are in the spotlight. Their unified voice helped elevate the conversation beyond individual loss toward collective healing. Among the broader public, the reaction included empathetic discussions about addiction, mental health, and the challenges of fame, themes that Aniston subtly referenced in her statement. Her remarks helped destigmatize these issues, encouraging fans to approach Perry's story with compassion rather than judgment. Online forums and comment sections became spaces for sharing struggles and support, revealing how celebrity stories often resonate with very real human experiences. This shift offered a hopeful takeaway from the tragedy. However, Some reactions also reflected the complex nature of celebrity mourning. A few voices questioned the timing or authenticity of public statements, reflecting ongoing tensions around how grief is portrayed in the media. Yet, these critiques were far outweighed by genuine outpourings of appreciation and the recognition that Aniston's words had opened an important dialogue. The overall atmosphere was one of respect and warmth, showing how public grief can unite rather than divide. The response also reminded fans why the friendship between Perry and Aniston held such special meaning. Many shared favorite moments from friends or rare anecdotes about their friendship, deepening the collective narrative. Aniston's rare public insight helped fans feel closer to a story they had followed for years, but rarely understood in full. For many, this was a healing moment born of connection, nostalgia, and truth. Aniston's honest tribute encouraged other celebrities and fans to be more open about grief and mental health challenges. The ripple effect included renewed advocacy for support systems within Hollywood and beyond. Public figures spoke more candidly about their own experiences, inspired by Aniston's example. Her words had become a catalyst for broader conversations about wellness and empathy in a high-pressure industry. The courage it took for Jennifer to speak inspired many to reconsider their views on friendship, fame, and grief in ways that will resonate far into the future. Legacy and lessons from their relationship. The friendship between Jennifer Aniston and Matthew Perry goes beyond their iconic roles on Friends, offering a legacy of support, compassion, and the realities of maintaining genuine connections amidst fame. Their bond challenges superficial perceptions of celebrity relationships, reminding us that behind every public persona lies a private life full of joy, struggles, and enduring ties. Despite battling addiction, personal setbacks, and media scrutiny, their loyalty remained steadfast. Perry's openness about his struggles and Aniston's quiet support highlighted a rare balance of vulnerability and discretion. Their friendship demonstrates how empathy and respect for boundaries can strengthen bonds, especially during difficult times. Aniston's private grieving and Perry's honesty about his challenges emphasize the importance of protecting personal space in times of crisis and encourage a compassionate approach to grief. Their connection also underscores the power of shared experiences, with Hollywood fame providing a unique understanding between them, creating a safe space built on mutual vulnerability. The friendship has also sparked open conversations about mental health and addiction, challenging stigma and offering hope to those facing similar struggles. Jennifer Aniston's heartfelt words about Matthew Perry remind us that behind every friendship lies strength, vulnerability, and deep love. Their story teaches us about resilience in the face of hardship and the power of compassion. If you found this story as moving as we did, please like this video and subscribe for more heartfelt explorations of the stories behind the headlines.